Welcome to the Esthetician Coach Podcast, a podcast for estheticians that are ready to grow and scale their business to the next level. I'm your host and esthetician coach, Amber Boone. Join me each week for education, inspiration, and guided support to help you create a successful business and career on your terms. Welcome back to this episode of the Esthetician Coach Podcast. This week, I'm diving into creating a money mindset to attract financial success. Do you ever feel like you're working hard and you're putting all the time and effort into your business, but the money just isn't flowing in the way you'd like? Well, that's what this episode is about. This is teaching you how to create that money mindset and how to attract the financial success that you are craving and that you want to have in your business. And a lot of our success or lack thereof has to do with our own personal beliefs surrounding money. For too many years in my life, I had a feeling of lack. No matter how hard I worked, sometimes this was 2 and 3 jobs at a time, I was only barely making enough to get by. And it seemed no matter how much I was making, I was struggling. And it really wasn't until I decided that I wasn't going to live paycheck to paycheck anymore that it all started to shift for me. I was working in a job that I absolutely hated. I would cry when I left there every day. It just was not a good fit. I didn't feel like I could quit because I needed the money. I was living paycheck to paycheck. And right then and there, once I did leave that job, I decided I never want to be in this position again. I never want to feel like I have to stay in a job because I have to wait for that next paycheck to survive, to live. I wanted to have enough cushion that if I hated a job so bad that I needed to quit, that I could. And that's really what made me start diving and seeking another way to live my life, which honestly, I'm grateful now to have had that experience because it taught me so much about life, about my finances, and about where I didn't want to be and where I did want to be. And this was way before I had hit 100K being an esthetician. This was before I paid off my student loans. But I started setting goals for myself. I started chipping away at them. I had a number in mind that I wanted to have in my savings at all times. So I started working towards that. I started putting extra down on my student loan payment, even if it was $25, $50 a month, whatever I could afford. I set up a savings account, and no matter what, I put something in that savings account every paycheck. And this may mean making some personal changes or sacrifices to get there. But sometimes we have to do that in order to reach our long-term goals, right? But I know you have heard before from all the money gurus that you need an emergency fund. And I wholeheartedly agree with this because this done 2 things for me. It gave me a sense of security and it helped me to continue to create an abundance mindset. And I was able to get out of that mindset of lack. And honestly, guys, you need to have your personal finances successfully operating before you can ever think of successfully operating a business. If your personal finances are not where they need to be, chances are your business finances are going to follow suit. So whether you're thinking of starting a business or you already have one, you need to start with getting your personal finances in order. Your knowledge and your experiences are going to carry over into your business. Your mindset around money affects so many things in life because we need it to live. We need it to survive. So it affects how you set your prices. It affects how you're going to be promoting your services. Ultimately, it will affect the financial success of your business. So a money mindset is the beliefs and attitudes you have about earning, spending, and saving money. And examples of a scarcity mindset is clients can't afford my services, or my clients can't afford those products, so I'm not even going to ask. An abundance mindset changes that narrative and it speaks to prosperity and abundance. My ideal clients value and invest in my expertise. My clients trust me to bring them the best products for their skin concerns. See how a shift in those thoughts can truly make or break your business. Common money mindset blocks is feeling guilty about charging higher prices, fear of losing clients due to pricing or packages, comparing yourself to other estheticians who seem to be more successful, believing there's a cap on how much you can earn as an esthetician. These are all mindset blocks that are going to continue to create a scarcity or lack mindset in your business. And abundance and lack cannot coexist. So which one do you want to have in your life and in your business? I'm guessing you said abundance. You have to be responsible for shifting your mindset if you want to have that abundant mindset. And some days are going to be easier than others. But this is a new habit that you have to reinforce daily. So think of it as exercises for your brain, for your mind. You're not going to shift your behavior and your mindset in one day, just like you're not going to go to the gym and have strong muscles in one day. But this is going to be a constant, ongoing effort and a shift in your thinking and mindset that you have to create and that you have to be responsible for. So we're creating new pathways and we are ultimately creating our own success. So let's talk about ways that you can step into and shift to an abundance mindset. It all starts with reframing your beliefs. So you're going to replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So instead of saying clients will think I'm too expensive, say my skills and expertise are worth every penny. So what negative thoughts have you had about your business, about your clients? Write them down and then reframe them to have a more positive, more abundant mindset approach. So you're reframing those beliefs, you're replacing those negative thoughts, and this is going to take some time. So give yourself a little bit of grace. Just be mindful when you think that negative thought, change that to a more positive, abundant thought. You're going to set financial goals with a purpose. So set specific and attainable goals. So if we have a goal in mind, we have something that we are constantly striving for. So set a revenue goal each month, even each week. Tie them to something meaningful. For instance, upgrading your equipment or purchasing a new piece of equipment, maybe adding another retail line or funding that vacation that you've been needing and wanting to go on. So make sure you're not only setting those specific attainable goals, but you are tying them to something meaningful. It helps give you something to work towards and to create. Another great way to shift into that abundance mindset is to track and celebrate your wins. Sure, you're tracking your income growth and celebrate every milestone, no matter how big or small. This is going to keep you excited and help you to continue to create an abundance mindset. So be grateful for what you have accomplished. And abundance and gratitude go hand in hand. And they are two essential mindsets that you need to make a priority in your business. These are going to get you closer to success and closer to your goals more than anything else. So celebrating those wins, but also being so grateful for them and how far that you've come. Another great way to shift into abundance mindset, invest in training, coaching, upgrading your treatment room or your workspace to reflect you, to reflect your personal image or your personal and professional image. Your space reflects you and what's important to you. Training can be a great way to get you excited and to stay at the top of your game and offering the very best to your clients. So always invest in that continuing education and that training. Coaching is beneficial to help you stay on track. It holds you accountable and helps motivate you to keep pursuing those goals in your business and in your personal life. So keep investing in you because it's going to continue to help you create that abundance and gratitude mindset. Some practical exercises that you can do to build a positive money mindset are daily affirmations, visualizing your success. And of course, if you journaling always helps me and is a good way to get your goals on paper as well and see how far you've come and where you're going and where you want to go. But picking out and writing down a few daily affirmations and reading them every day, you'll be surprised how much that can shift your mindset. 3 that I've listed here, just to give you an example. Money is an unlimited resource, and I'm deserving of financial success in my business. Second one, I confidently set my prices knowing they reflect the value and the transformation I provide. And the third one I've listed, I attract clients who value my expertise and are happy to pay for the results I deliver. So I love the first one. Money is an unlimited resource. I think sometimes we feel like money is scarce, but it's not. It is unlimited to what we can attract and bring in for ourselves. And another thing, it says, I am deserving of financial success in my business. And a lot of times I don't feel like we think that we are deserving and that we deserve success. But that couldn't be further from the truth. That is a lie, a story that you are telling yourself. And that's what you're feeding your mind. And that's what's coming and releasing into your business. And you don't want that. You want to create that abundance and you want to create that gratitude. Just those positive shifts in your mindset can help create that abundance mindset and create that gratitude that you so need to succeed and move forward, because we don't want to be stuck in that lack. We want to know that we deserve financial success just as much as anybody else. And money is an unlimited resource to us. So it's constantly about reframing our thoughts and changing them to have that more positive outlook instead of staying stuck in that negativity. And that leads us to basically nowhere. Another great thing that I have done for a long time, creating a vision board. So using your goals and your affirmations to create your vision board, your very own vision board. And you can write your goals. And I used to take Post-it notes and stick them on the mirror. You can write your goals down on the Post-it note, individual goals. And then you can also write affirmations on it. And you can look at it daily, read through those if you want to, or take your top 3 and just look at that daily and visualize your success. And this, I really do believe, contributed to my overall success, because it would remind me of those goals and remind me what I needed to do to get to those goals and how I needed to position my thoughts and to have that abundant mindset, and also to be grateful for what I've already accomplished and what I already have. So visualizing that success, creating that vision board, like I said, even if it's just writing those goals down on a Post-it note, writing those affirmations down, it's going to go a long way to helping to change those pathways and change your brain the way it thinks. So some things to think about if you journal. These are great prompts that you can use in journaling. But what does your financial success look like? What does that look like to you? What money blocks are you holding on to? What do you need to let go of? Is it a lack of, or that you don't feel like you deserve it? You need to think about those things, write those down, and let them go. What negative thoughts can you reframe and make positive this week, today? What steps can you take this week to get you closer to your financial goals? Sometimes when we feel stuck, all we have to do is reframe and change what we're doing, change our thoughts. And sometimes journaling helps me to do that and gets me in a better headspace. I really do love talking about money mindset and law of attraction because it has helped me personally in my own life so much. 2 books that have really contributed to my growth is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. You've probably heard of it. And then Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. Those are 2 books that I have listened to multiple times, that I have read multiple times. They have really contributed to my growth overall in this area. So I would highly recommend both of them. When I first picked up the Law of Attraction, it actually took me probably a few years after I actually bought it to actually read it and understand it and grasp it. Because the first time I bought it, I picked it up, I started reading it, and I was like, oh, this isn't going to work. So I didn't have an open mind for it at the time, but I kept it. And so I put it on my shelf. And when I did have that open mind later on, I went back, picked it up, and read it. And it has truly helped catapult my growth, my journey in every way. And like I said, Gabrielle Bernstein also has Super Attractor. I absolutely love that book. I also have some Super Attractor cards that you can look, and she has little positive sayings. And I actually love looking at those on a daily basis. I highly recommend both of those because it's all about finding things that encourage us, finding things to help us move the needle, finding things to help us stay in that positive mindset and to stay away from that negativity. Because let's be honest, negativity does nothing for us. It does absolutely nothing. So wouldn't we rather be in a positive mindset and a positive state all the time and creating that abundance and creating that gratitude, because we're just going to feel better at the end of the day. And who doesn't want that? My quote for you today is abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into. So think about that. Abundance is already there. We just have to tune into the abundance that is already surrounding us. We just have to tune into it. And that quote's by Wayne Dyer, and he's also another great author on law of attraction and abundance. But think about that quote. Let that carry you through the rest of the week. And send me your questions. Send me your thoughts. I will see you guys same time next week.